Dudes, what is something that you think all girls should know guys think? Sometimes, when we're driving in a car together and we get really quiet, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong that you need to probe for endlessly. Really, sometimes we just want to zone out while we drive, listen to the music and feel the road. It's perfectly okay to be in each other's company and be silent. That we can be equally sensitive about our weight/appearance, it just manifests differently. We may not get outwardly offended when you do it, but it's going to rattle around in our brains for a while. Girls should get hints that guys don't get their hints. Not having an emotional response in a way or to a level you expect does not equal not caring. Even if you are insecure about your body, your boyfriend thinks you look really hot. He's with you because he's attracted to you, physically and personally. Every girl I've been with has been very insecure about her body and thought that they were fat and ugly, but honestly, to me while I was dating them, they were the most attractive girl in the whole world. If your boyfriend tells you how attractive you are, he isn't lying and he isn't just trying to make you feel better. He really thinks you're very attractive. I would always make sure to tell her as often as possible so she knows how I see her. I think it's safe to say most guys really do think that making their so happy is a top priority. I think most of us think about it much more than most women might think. We're just not all very good at actually implementing or articulating things that work. If something is wrong, don't tell everyone except for us why you are mad at us. That when you vent to us, we usually wanna fix it rather than just listen. I learned this from conversations with my wife. These days, when she vents, I ask if she wants me to be in listening mode or fix-it mode. Sometimes guys get really into solo hobbies when they're single, and they don't suddenly lose interest in those things just because they're dating again or got married. Even though I love my wife and enjoy being around her, I also want to just sit and read a book or play guitar sometimes. That's in no way a statement about how I feel about her company. I've just played music and read all my life and can't figure out how to make it a two-person activity. We seem fine on the surface, and probably most of the time we are. But sometimes we just need a minute to ourselves. Stress is real, and it doesn't mean we are trying to get away from you. Just let us have a minute alone from time to time. We are far more insecure than you may think, certainly more than we let on. We think about our image, our weight, how we come across to people, bad decisions we've made, all that stuff. Unprompted compliments, especially from women, are extremely helpful to me. While we may kick up a fuss about fashion or image advice, and it will take a lot of persuasion, we always feel absolutely awesome afterwards and will remember it forever. We greatly value our alone time. When we say I just want to be left alone, let us be. We will come and talk to you when we're ready. That small boobs are beautiful. Whenever a man just spaces out for a while and look brain dead, wait a while till they snap back into reality, then ask them what they were thinking about. Chances are it's either something funny or stupid. I think all girls should know that it is perfectly fine to ask a guy out or show actual interest. Society sucks and puts a lot of pressure on men to be the one who makes the first move. The confidence boost it would cause if a girl made the first move once in a while would be absolutely astounding. The reason we aren't responding to your subtle flirts is because a lot of the time they are simply too subtle. We actually can't tell if you're just being friendly or actually flirting. And we don't want to be labeled a creep or make a fool of ourselves, so many of us tend to assume you're just being friendly. Or maybe your hints were so subtle that they simply didn't even register. Sometimes we are not in the mood for sex. It doesn't mean we're not attracted to you anymore. It's not a judgment on your looks. Why is it okay for you to regularly turn down sex without it being a reflection on your feelings for your boyfriend, but when we do it, it must mean we don't love you anymore or don't find you attractive anymore? Sometimes we're just not feeling it. That it is okay for your partner to have some different taste than you. Most of my female friends always call they're so gross or stupid for liking some really innocent things, simply because they aren't into it themselves. Most of us are touch-starved. Even if you're just friends, give him a hug out of the blue. It'll make his day, if not his week. Also, if you ask a dude out, there's a 99% chance they say yes. Go for it. If you're ever wondering why a guy you've been hitting on isn't picking up what you're setting down, it's because many of us tend to err on the side of caution and assume you're just being friendly. The worst thing that can happen is they say no thing is a load of crap. The worst thing that can happen is being labeled a creep or someone that mistakes friendliness for flirting. Yes, this is a serious answer. We are catching occasional glances at your boobs because, well, we like boobs. That guys are not all the same, so there's nothing that guys think that will encompass the whole truth. Talk to your guy friends and boyfriends, communicate openly, and you will learn more about him as an individual than you ever did in this thread. We're not interested in playing the mind reader game. If you tell us something, we're going to take you at face value because that's the sane response. You have no valid reason to get butthurt if you meant something completely different from what you said. The whole thing of talking about feelings and showing emotions. I don't want to generalize too harsh, but in my personal experience women tend to get more passes when it comes to being extroverted about feelings. As a man, you are more likely to get punished in one way or the other. When you show any sort of emotion or weakness, it is more likely that someone takes advantage of it or you simply lose respect among your peers. Yes, even the women. Showing emotions is therefore a big thing for many guys, and it is a privilege you have to earn for being trustworthy and being a person who knows how to respond to emotionality. It's not like we just want to look cool or self-conscious. Many men might have gone through some stuff and are aware or cautious of the consequences they might face for revealing how they feel. Women should not pressure men into talking about their feelings. I would rather be told straight to my face that you're leaving me for someone else. Don't make up stuff while you're breaking up with me because you think it'll hurt less. I'll see that you're with someone else eventually anyway. Just makes you look bad. When you ask me what I'm thinking, and I say nothing, it 99.9% of the time means exactly that. Sometimes we want to be little spoon. Compliments we give are just that, they are not pick-up lines, they're not being shared to harass you. They're simply a compliment. The enhanced photos make you look like an insecure cartoon. I'm pretty sure women think we're thinking dirty thoughts when we are caught staring at their boobs. I guess. Depending on what you think of as dirty. In reality my mind just goes completely blank and it's more of a all hail the hypno-toad kinda situation. We're looking. We like the way they look. For me, it's the same kind of reaction I have to seeing anything cool. Like, oh cool, a Lamborghini. Oh cool, farm animals. Oh cool, boobs. Most of the time, if you'd like something, or want to say something, just say it. I've had way too many situations that went completely over my head. Trying to make us guess is just not a good idea. We have our own problems too and often will tell no one. If you think someone's not okay, just probe a little deeper. Eventually, if you ask the right questions and be nice, you might end up saving someone's life. We love getting compliments too. I've had shitty made better by just a simple compliment, but I feel like in general guys get less compliments. That we think of nothing. Women need to know that men have the cosmic ability to empty our thought process and gain the 1,000-yard stare for no reason at all. This happens to me in car rides, mowing the lawn, and sadly in my recording studio. Sometimes a bowl of cereal or a bologna sandwich is just what we want for supper. It doesn't mean you've failed as a wife or girlfriend, or that I'm too lazy or unable to cook. It just means I wanted a bologna sandwich. If we're not answering your texts, it's not because we're not interested in you or we don't want to talk to you, we are just playing video games and not looking at our phone. You are like other girls. And that's totally okay. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.